afternoon, sir.
Okay, good afternoon.
Again, I am Shani Lap, a former student here at Balao National High School,
Okay.
taking up a Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Science at City Ubari campus together with my colleague.
Also a third year. And I am Margaret Sparkle.
And I am Charlotte, sir.
And I am Carlin Nielsen, sir.
Okay.
So, first, sir, we would like to say thank you so much for giving us your time to conduct this interview personally, even though this is the last day of the examination for the second quarter of the school year. And thank you, sir, for
Okay.
the time. So, this interview aims to explore your experiences and perspectives on integrating innovative teaching methods in science education. We hope to gain insights into effective strategies for enhancing student engagement and understanding of scientific concepts. So we value your expertise and believe your contributions will significantly enrich our understanding of this field of specialization. So first, tell us about yourself, your background, or a little bit background, and how long you've been teaching, sir.
By the way, I'm Lister Joseph Talon. I'm a graduate of BS Pharmacy or Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy at the University of San Carlos. Then I graduated my master's at CTU, and now currently I'm second year on my doctoral on Doctor of Education major in Science. So, and I'm 42 years old almost. So, experience, I've been indebted for 7 years. 7 years pa. But wala ko na-promote. So basically, it's very difficult here at DepEd to be promoted. So I don't know if when and how. But I actually love to teach in college. Ano siya?
You're planning.
You're planning. I'm planning. But Ginoo rin na kabaw. Okay? Sige.
Okay, sir. So to finally start this, I would like you to ask, can you describe your personal philosophy in teaching science?
Okay, so in my philosophy, it is always method in the approach like constructivism. I think kabaman mo say constructivism, no? It is connecting the idea of your student to your teaching, di ba? So, para ka mo ego sa imuhang mga student. So, most basically, ang problem lang with teachers, mauni siya ang mga obstacles. First is, if you teach science, kasagaran natong problem is it is intangible. When we say intangible, dili siya mahikap, dili siya makita. So, for example, when we teach the student with atoms, makita ba siya or di ba? It is very kanya. Usa pa. Next is prior knowledge of the students. So, how can we connect the knowledge if wala sila prior knowledge? So, mo na siya. So, napay misconception, ethical consideration for the students. Kaya ang uban, dili mo dawat. For example, what happened today? Di ba? Itong experience. Earthquake. May na katapusan na sa kalibutan. But in science, we can actually explain it. It is a natural cause. Di ba? Kung ano natong kung. So, most probably in teaching, actually, you should be creative. Kaning constructivist, yun na po ang approach ang pinakanindot sa science. Okay? So, especially if ibutang nato sa real world, no? Okay, para makakuan sila, makakonect nato. Okay? Sige.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So, what do you believe is the main purpose of teaching science?
The purpose is, syempre, as a teacher, syempre, everyday connection of students, di ba? As we teach, di ba, ang science is everywhere. So, tanan kabaw yun na nga, science is everywhere. But students actually don't know. So, every now and then, we will remind the students na every move that they make, every unsang object lang makita, it is actually in science. Di ba? It is being discussed or being actually explained in science, di ba? Tanan, relative science, physics, na siya diyan. Okay?
Okay, so since sir, you are a teacher of science, so how do you balance lectures, discussions, and hands-on activities, sir?
Okay, that's the problem. I cannot balance it because I don't have any apparatus, especially here. So, since kasagaran imagination, it is because we lack kaning mga kuan atong materials, IMs na to. So, normally, maski na lang unta hatagan tag TV, that would be good because they can see it. For example, maka-explain ta, they can see it. So, it is very a big obstacle on my part. It is because out of, I think, 30 to 40 students, actually, if you assess them all, only 5 to 10 actually understand what you are saying. I think you know that one because you're here, di ba? Especially, makakita mo ba sa public schools, normally, di ba, papasaron lang kay dako pa kayo tag problema. I think.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And can you share an example of an effective lesson that worked well in your class, sir?
Okay, so that work well. Okay, so when we say kaning layers of the earth or kanina lang climate change. Okay, so there are actually misconception about climate and weather, di ba? Di ba? So we actually, especially kamo science gyud mo kabaw gyud mo say difference sa weather and climate, di ba? It is the duration.
That's our lesson.
Oh, timing. Okay, so especially if we discuss climate change actually or climate, actually it is a broad topic, di ba? We actually get the idea from especially kaning greenhouse effect. Why is it na climate change, di ba? There is a normal way of kuan nga mo change gyud yung climate maski wala pa human intervention. So it is one of the effective na mga kuan because they actually see it. They actually feel it that they were younger, ang heat is not like this. Sa una, pwede pa tayo maka outside. Nga nga naman, so they ask question, sir, nga no yung aning kuan. So actually, it was interactive because they know nga, how yung ana day. Sir, so kung walay sun, di ba, di man tapabuhi. Kung walay sun, di ba? That's why, nga ingon sila, sir, kay wa may sun sa gabi, nga nung di man ta mga matay, it is because of katong greenhouse effect. It is dito ang katong mo trap sa heat para natay ko ang energy gapon sa. And so, that is one of the if wala si greenhouse effect. Pero ang ila pong ingon, it is a source of climate change si greenhouse, di ba? Okay.
Next, sir, how do you motivate students who show little interest in science? As we observe right now, some students misinterpret that science is hard.
Okay. So approach, yes, because we have this students with multiple intelligences, di ba? We should have only dili gyud ta mo stick into one approach, di ba? We should have differentiated instructions. Like unsa nga method kani si student visual ba ni siya, kani siya hearing ra ba, linguistic ra ba ni siya. So most likely you should actually first is collaborate sa ang uban ganahan mag-inusaralan sila. So you should observe or assess. For example, you give diagnostic kung asa sila ang ilahang i-assess nimo ilang kung unsa ilahang na ibawan ani nga topic. So from there tan-aw nimo ang dire ra day sila. So sige dire ko mag-start. So then you will observe and then sige mas maayo ni siya group nga activity kay mo tabang sila. If tan-aw nimo nga dili siya kuan kay magsalig. So, sige, we have the individual activity and tanaw na to, asa man yun siya maayo. They give them a lot of choice, differentiated instruction para all of them will be catered. Okay? Sige.
Next, sir, how do you encourage creativity and critical thinking in science learning?
Creativity, so we cannot teach the student creativity, di ba? So, most likely, we actually have this freedom to express their knowledge on that recent topic. For example, I will give some biodiversity. Okay, what comes into your mind? Nan sila magpaso? Akong ipa-drawing. Sige, kung musuot sa inyong utok biodiversity, sige, unsay musuot sa inyo? Himo sila clouds, magimo trees. So, most likely, they will actually think or ilang critical thinking mo kan modeling biodiversity, then you will support those nila ideas. Ano siyang approach.
Okay, sir. So next, we talk about differentiated instruction. So, how do you handle students with different learning styles or abilities?
Okay, kana mo listen because we have a lot of students. Kung moingon tag differentiated, okay ra ta siya o 5, 6, okay ra na siya. We can handle it. But since I will be honest with this one, the problem with differentiated instruction, we cannot actually finish our competencies. That's why if you go to college, you have a hard time on kanang moapas ka ba sa mga di ba? Ang atong sciences, maura tong competency niya, wa pag yun nauman. So inigamod din po, nagisgot na mag thermodynamics, ang ato physics dire, di ba? Thermodynamics na sila dito. So most likely it is very pero differentiated instruction, it is not by individual, it is inclusive for tanan gyud. So nakay-approach dire nga lain, pero imo siyang i-categorize. So, ano siya kay pas-pas ni siya. So, sometimes akong i-divide ang class. So, ang katong mga honors, kanang kamaw-kamaw gamay, ako silang i-separate ko sa schedule na lang nako. For example, Monday, ang mga bright nag-teach nako, sige, pas-pas niya. After that one, since ang mga students, namang yun ni ng students ka, afraid to ask question with their teachers, di ba? So, nga pong buhaton, si mga bright, I will group them and they will handle katong mga mga students. Para peer ba kay kung dili sila kapangutanan nako adto sila sa ilang classmates makapangutana sila, they are open. So most likely akong nabantayan effective man siya, but actually dili ta ka gyud nga assess nga tinuod ba gyud tanan kay di ba kay amiga bayata. Okay, sige.
Next question, sir. So, what adjustment do you make to ensure all students understand the lesson?
Adjustment, yes. Every now and then, give na siya adjustment. It is because not all student can understand, especially even to speak and to write in English. Diba? Comprehend, even though in senior high, dili sila ka-comprehend ang uban. So, what adjustment? There will be an intervention. So, we have this aral nga ipabalik yun sila sa katong ang sound sa A, B, C. Napa na yung mga students, kaya even senior high, tanaw ni mo, di gyud kasabot. Maski sao niyo, maski pag mutambling pa kadiha. Okay? Sige.
To formally close this interview, sir, what advice would you give to future science teachers?
Am I the right person to give an advice? Muna akong question. So if for me, siguro, ang advice lang, it is more on patience and determination, especially science is very vague. You cannot have a major, for example, you are science, di ba? Science, general science. You cannot actually explain all sciences, branches of sciences. So, more likely, especially kita mga science, basa kita. Especially kita research oriented na ba mo dapat, di ba? Tanan karon nga naa sa CHED is research oriented. So kamong hopefully nga mosunod nga mga teachers mao na akong kuan, don't stop reading, update yourself, especially for innovation gyud ha, innovation nya schooling dapat ma-doktor gyud mo. Okay, ma-doktor ako pohon pa. Kung mahuman ko by next year siguro. So, Hopefully, kaya ako ba yan? Because we take sacrifices. And for this, para ta makakuha knowledge, we take sacrifices. Okay, so, mora na siya, kanang innovative, or being creative, patience, and schooling. Kana siya may pinaka-importante. Siyempre, attitude. Okay, kung watay attitude kanitanan, wala gid na siya. Okay? Sige.
Once again, thank you, sir, for your invaluable time and willingness to participate in this kind of interview. And your dedication to science education is truly inspiring. And we wish you to continue success in shaping the minds of future generation. Then the advices and tips you give and we heard this afternoon serve as a inspiration to continue in science.
Okay, thank you. Also, so,
Thank you, sir.
okay. Para di problema.
Thank you, sir.